everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Today's Thursday and that means it's another upcycling video. As the sneak peek showed you, I'm taking these two dresses and marrying them together. There's going to be parts used on this. This will be the main dress when we're done, but a lot of this will be over there. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm buttoning this dress up so that we can cut off a bottom portion of it. I want it to be even, so we're going to button this up. And I don't need that pocket out. Now, I have a decision to make because the length that I want to cut off either is going to be like right here above the pocket, or then we have to go down below the pocket. And I don't think that I want to make this a long dress. I think it's going to be a shorter, just a short, fun, summery dress. So I think we're going to go above the pocket. So I'm just measuring 29 inches up from the bottom hem. You can't see it. There's no way I can show you this whole dress in the frame here, but you can see that I'm marking with chalk about 29 inches up from the hem. And then I'm just going to cut across. There we go. So now we have this piece that we're going to work with, and we definitely are not going to get rid of this piece. We may use it for this project. We may use it for another project. I'm not sure, but I think the next thing I want to do is, oh, goes that button. It does not look very straight. So the next thing I want to do, I don't want it this dark. So I do want to go and throw it in some bleach water. And I'm going to go ahead and add this bottom piece anyways into the bleach water as well, because I may use this on this dress somewhere and I want it to be the same color. So I could have just bleached it first, but I wanted to get this, I wanted to get them separated first. So I'm going to take these two and go bleach them, and I'll see you when I'm done. I'm going to play around with this dress for a little bit while the other one is in the wash. So just an FYI, not all fabrics bleach, and I just found out that the dress that I wanted to use isn't one that takes bleach, so we're still going to use it. I'm just a little disappointed because it didn't do anything. I guess I could have some bad bleach, but I doubt it. I think that it's just this particular fabric just doesn't take the bleach, so not everything will bleach. And that's just part of the process, I guess. So I want to kind of dissect this dress a little bit. I want to take off the sleeves for now and decide if I'm going to use part of them. But I thought while the other dress was in the wash, I would at least get started on this part of it. So I'm just cutting on that side of the seam. I'm just gonna cut, try to get as much, well, I think this, yeah, it's not gonna matter because this sleeve actually goes up into this ruffle on top, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to cut across underneath that ruffle to get our sleeve off. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so you can see I cut the ruffle off, and I cut both of the sleeves off. So we're going to save those. And we're not using this part, but at a later time, I could definitely see this as a sundress with a couple of straps here, at least the top part. So we're going to push this up. And the part that we want to use is this beautiful ruffle. That's the whole point of this dress, is this gorgeous ruffle down here with this awesome peasant fabric. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I want to try to get the bottom hem matched up so that when I cut, it'll be even, which never seems to happen, but at least I try. Just kind of folding this roughly in half. I'm going to turn it this way now, get this out of our way. Okay, so I want to leave probably a couple inches here just to be safe, just so we have enough to sew this on to the denim dress. So I think I'm going to just do one layer first. I'm just going to roughly, this part doesn't have to be perfect, just trying to give myself enough fabric above that gathered ruffle part. There. And then we'll move that, and we'll kind of go like that. So now we have this beautiful big ruffle, which is going to be too big. It's going to be too much of it for the bottom of the denim dress. So I'll probably just cut this tube open and then just start sewing it on. And then when I've used what I need, then I'll cut the rest off and use it for a different project. But this is going to be fun on the bottom of that denim. And then here's what we have left is, like I said, we have another project with this dress right here, because now it's a short sundress. Just finish off these tops, straighten them up, finish them off, and put a couple straps on. You can put maybe, I don't know, might even be able to use these for straps up here. So like that, a strap there and a strap here. I don't know, you know, this is the thing. So you can take two different dresses and marry them together and then still have a project left over. So I'm gonna go check on the washing machine and see how my non-bleached dress is coming along, and I'll be back. So I have this fabric in my stash. It is quite a thick cotton. I think it's a vintage fabric. I have had it a long time, and I don't think you could go to Joann's and buy this print anymore. But I thought it kind of went with this color. And so I thought I would cut out some of these big flowers just in case we want to use them. I'm still waiting for the washing machine to finish, so I'm just gonna cut out a few of these, and if we need them, we need them. If not, I'm sure I'll use them for a different project. Okay, so I stole this out of the dryer a little early. It's not quite dry, but I wanted to cut off the sleeves and then throw it back in so that hopefully we get some raveling on the sleeve, some fraying, not raveling. So I want to cut down 2 inches from the armpit. We're gonna go with that. And then for the other sleeve, we're just gonna take this and use it to measure on this other sleeve so we get it right. And about 2 inches, maybe a little bit too far down. And we're just gonna cut this one straight across. Okay, now I'm gonna go throw this back in the dryer to fray up these sleeves before we move on. So we're going to take the sleeves from the peasant dress. I'm going to do my best to add this part onto the denim dress where we just cut it off. So trying to get them as close to equal here. Maybe we'll do one at a time. I just want it to cut right to that point right there. So I'm gonna follow this line in my table. There we go. So now if I could straighten these out, I could cut that across even. Okay, so we'll be hopefully utilizing this part added on because I like that little, I like the little ruffle that was on the sleeves. Okay, so I got this other piece. I got them both out of the dryer. This, I did cut this right above the pockets, which even adding on my ruffle is gonna still be too short of a dress. So that's okay because we have all this left. I'm going to take some off the bottom, just above this last button. I'm going to cut right about here. So have it laying out. Pretty even, pretty flat. pin this hem to itself to kind of keep it straight. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone below the pockets, but I thought that was going to make it too long in the end. So sometimes it just depends, and this is also the reality of upcycling. You just change your plan, you know, along the way, which is fine. It's kind of fun actually to just wing it. Okay, so I want to go probably an inch above that button. So I'm at the 9. I'm going to go 9. Okay. I'm going to just chop There we go. Now we have our extra piece that we can sew back on. So I have taken one of the sleeves and sewed it on. I sewed a zigzag stitch in a gold color to match the dress. And then when this is washed, this will all fray like this. It'll be so cute. I sewed this extra piece on all the way around. It pleated a little bit because it was a little bit bigger, and that just gives it a fuller look. And I did that with a coordinating zigzag stitch. Just, it looks artsy when you don't want to use just blue. If you can use a thread that is the complementary color, that looks good. And now, so for this final, well, not the final, but for the next step, I should say, I'm going to take this ruffle and attach it along the bottom here, like that. So I'll be back when I have that done. So as you can see, I've got the ruffle sewn on, and I love it. I love how it turned out. I'm glad that this was too short, because adding that extra back on gives it this frayed piece here. It's just better than one straight piece, you know what I mean? And then I have both the sleeves done, and now I'm pinning on. I did 3 flowers. I did take a piece of denim for the center, because the center was brown. That was bugging me. So I took a piece of round denim and I just sewed it onto the flower. Now I'm going to sew the whole thing on. I'm going to put one here, and I think one back here, kind of overlapping the ruffle, and then one up here. I always like to put something right in this area. So I am going to go sew on these appliques, and I'll be back. Okay, so I am finished. You saw that I put the ruffle on, and I took this upstairs and sewed all of the flower appliques on. There's one here. There's one back here. And then there's one up here. I also cut the very edge of the collar off so that when it's washed and dried, it would fray a little bit, just to kind of match this fraying here. So this will fray more as it's washed, but it'll look cute like this right here. So, and around the sleeves will fray too. They didn't fray too much. I just stuck it in the dryer for a few minutes, but They didn't fray too much yet, but they will, and then all this will kind of match. So this is the marriage of two dresses, and I like how it turned out. I don't know about you, but I really think it's a fun, cute summer dress now with some artsy elements that nobody else has. You're not going to go and find this at Walmart, and that's the fun of it. And I got this dress for $1, and I got the gold peasant dress for $1 from the same garage sale. So I brought them home and decided that they would make a nice couple. So, all right, you guys, thanks for tuning in again for another Upcycle video. These are a lot of fun for me. I hope you enjoy them. I don't show you every little step that I take with this because it would just take really a lot longer than it does. And to have the camera right by the sewing machine when I'm sewing is a little more difficult too, but we'll see where it goes, depending on, you know, how much you want to see. But I feel like if I show you the steps, the basic steps that I'm going to do, and then show you the finished product, that's probably the easiest for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.